Yes, yes, yes. Hello, friends. Cheese here from In the Paddock F1 podcast. We're back for our My Team Career Mode F125 the game on the PS5 with VW Motorsport. We're heading into round 6, the Grand Prix at Miami. Definitely check out the last episode if you haven't. Saudi Arabia, huge race. Back in the points. First podium for the team. Humongous race. So definitely check that out. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe and like button. Help us out here at the channel with the algorithm and all with YouTube. But yeah, here we go. Round 6, Miami. Let's see if we can stay in the points or get back in the points again. Sprint weekend. So that's always pain in the rear. But here we go. Miami. Let's do this.
Welcome back to Miami and welcome to qualifying. Only raw speed will separate these drivers today, but the question is, who's got what it takes to get pole?
All right, here we go. Sprint quali. In a monsoon. Oh. Whoa. Jesus. Ooh.
We've been pushed down to P22.
We're still dead last. We have nothing. We're done. We got nothing. Not in the rain. We stink in the rain. Bottom line. Well, he broke way too early for that. Oh. Ah, dang it. Ah. Yeah. We stink. Well, there we are. We're way the hell off the pace, too, in the wet. Jesus, God almighty. We stink. Both us and Frank are out. See you in the sprint.
Welcome to today's sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend. A lap of the Miami Grand Prix features 3.36 miles of track around the Hard Rock Stadium, and 19 corners make up the Miami International Autodrome, which will challenge the drivers in a tight wheel-to-wheel race. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks for today's sprint. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Tsunoda, Oscar Piastri, and Hamilton, Russell, Antonelli, Sainz, and Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Hulkenberg, Liam Lawson, and Gasly, Stroll, Bortoletto, Jack Doohan, and Franco Colapinto, Albon, Behrman, Hadjar, and Sonny Hayes rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head trackside for today's sprint.
All right, here we go, sprint race. We are going with mediums. Leave the fuel as is. Starting dead last. Let's go.
The formation lap gets underway ahead of today's sprint. It's going to be interesting to see who gets pole position. As all the cars take their positions on the grid, the final preparations have been made, and all that's left is for the drivers to deliver on track.
All right, here we go. Lights are on. Waiting on those 5 lights. Miami Sprint is underway. We're gonna go with the ballsy all the way up the inside. Teammates right behind us. We're not going much quicker with the added upgrades here, so that's not good. Oh, it was late. That was a bit too ballsy. A bit too aggressive. Oh, we were just going to go for it there on Lawson.
DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. Tyre condition still looking good.
Ah.
Come on, you can win that place back.
Oh. Oh, too deep.
Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
You've just fallen back here at the end. That's the end of the sprint.
And that's the end
Disappointing.
of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
Disappointing. All right, here we go. Results for the sprint race. Max wins it. Leclerc second. Hamilton third. Piastri, Tsunoda, Norris, Russell, and Sainz then round up the points. We finish 18th, and our teammate Franco finishes 20th. So those upgrades didn't really help us at all. I think this is going to be a bad weekend, the rest of the weekend for us too. So I don't think this car sets up for us here. So, all right, well, race quality's next.
Welcome back to Miami and welcome to qualifying. Only raw speed will separate these drivers today, but the question is, who's got what it takes to get pole?
Oh, we're in trouble. It's raining. Awesome.
We've been pushed down into P14. We've dropped to P20.
Oh. Well, that'll do it. Franco carrying the flag up there in 6th for Q1. We are out. We crashed. Disastrous. 21st. We'll see you in the race.
F1 is back in the United States of America. We're here in the Sunshine State for a race that's fast becoming a fan favorite. It's time for the Miami Grand Prix. Well, it's certainly not sunny here in the Sunshine State. A lap of the Miami Grand Prix features 19 corners and 3.36 miles of track around the Hard Rock Stadium. But these conditions should prove especially difficult for all of our drivers today. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Russell, Tsunoda, Oscar Piastri, and Hamilton, Antonelli, Sainz, Ocon, and Fernando Alonso, Albon, Norris, Nico Hülkenberg, and Stroll, Doohan, Colapinto, Liam Lawson, and Gabriel Bortoletto, Behrman, Hadjar, Hayes, and Pierre Gasly picks up the final grid slot. And with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
All right, here we go. Pit strategy for the Miami Grand Prix. Enters. Looks like drives out there at the end if we even make it that far and we don't wreck. We're going to drop the fuel here because we're definitely not going to run out. We could probably even underfill it, to be honest, and be okay. We'll leave it there. Right on the number. All right, do it.
Here we go then, the formation lap is underway. These are wet conditions here today. Each driver will no doubt be mindful of the wet surface as they prepare to race around the track. As the cars come back towards the grid to line up for the start of the race, each driver will be wanting to get the best start they possibly can. And they'll be hoping to finish today's race on the podium, and failing that, within the points.
All right, lights are on. Waiting on those 5 lights. Run away, Miami. Jesus. Oh. Trying to get under Bortoletto here. Oh, we're turned.
The bodywork's taken a few scrapes. Try not to make it any worse, please.
Oh, we're red. Oh, our bodywork is destroyed. I was not gonna be any fixing that.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
It might be best just to park it.
Mind that front wing, it's going to need replacing if it takes too much damage. The side pods have taken damage, you might start to pick up a little bit extra drag. Just be warned, the underbody's showing heavy damage. Systems all looking good, head down.
Yeah, we're just gonna retire the car. No point. Floor's trashed. Car's trashed. Let's call it a day.
And in the end, there was no Verstappen. Max Verstappen, he takes victory.
And that's 2 wins in a row now, of course, Crofty. And it marks the fact that it's not a fluke. So, you know, their head's in the right space. What more can we see going forwards?
And once all the hard work is over, and after lap of brilliant racing, it's time now to celebrate with our podium trio. One of the all-time greats celebrates yet again. It's another podium, it's another top step for Max Verstappen.
Hey, boss, have you got a moment to look at something?
Sure, we'll do that. All right, so we kind of screwed that up there for Miami. So Max took the win. Lewis was second. Oscar was third, so I'll round out the podium. Colapinto finished 17th. We didn't finish because we bailed because the car was destroyed. Had a little vent there to start off. All right, let's get back to business here. First off, let's go in here. Let's set up some training. Think anything we can do there for that. What else can we do? We need to do arrow. I'll do arrow because we're going to be the only one that can have anything really. We just expanded them. Let's see. Ooh. Yes. 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 There we go. Now we figured it out. All right. Give that. Anything for 2 days? No. Keep trying to boost that fan rating. All right, what we got here? Messages. Concerning weekend. Yeah, it was. Let's go stay in front of Williams. Performance. Yeah, we got the rivalry now. Hooray. We can now add a new one here because we got the arrow one through. So now we'll do the chassis. We can do that. Now let's do research. We'll go right into arrow because that'll be the only one that has anything opened up. That's a major. These are probably majors too. Alright. We'll do the halo. I think we'll do this front wing too. We can do both. Yeah, those two are good. Can we do a third? No slots available, so we cannot. There's nothing under chassis we got unlocked yet. Powertrain. That one's still going. Turbo's in. We are gonna do... Oh, I guess we can't. I guess we gotta do that. I guess that'll unlock others. Hopefully. So we got that. We still have a gazillion points. Yeah. See if we can develop anything. I don't think so. I think we have everything still. Parts are still in development. So we're stuck there. Still improvements. Still going on there. Still going on there. All right, let's advance. I think that's about all we can do at this. Oh, let's give him a generous bonus. We're doing great. Costs a little cash, but it makes the people happy. And we're almost to the next level for fan. For the fan upgrades. Dang it. See one little thing. Development. Ooh, the beam wing. It's been completed. Does everybody have... Guess we can start another development on that. To get that going, because the other one will be finished in a second. Do floor stiffening too. Pistons failed. So we got to redo that. Gearbox is in. So let's do the ICE first. That's the first one to develop. Now we can go to assign upgrades. That. Go to give that to Hayes. So he's got those two. Very good. We got more on the way. Can't research anything else, I don't believe. We're stuck on that. I think that's about all we can do here. All that for right now.
Unfortunately, one of the parts failed during development. We'll need to revisit the development area and give it another go.
That's disappointing. Alright, so that'll be all that. Research still ongoing. We have nothing there. The ECU is done. I think that's now all we can do in that department as well for upgrade wise. Alright, so that'll wrap up this episode. What a disaster here in Miami. What a disaster that episode was. Jesus. Right off of a good one, we have an absolute disaster. But we're heading into Imola, one of our better favorite tracks. No real upgrades coming in with the car, so that's not really what we were hoping for, but we'll see what we can do. Hopefully get back on better ways than that Miami race, because that was the complete train wreck. If you haven't hit it yet, please hit that subscribe and like button to help us out here at the channel. And yeah, this will wrap it up here. We'll catch you next time. Peace.